Hello everyone and welcome to the Solano College Sports Network. We're here in the Falcons Nest, the Solano College Gymnasium, with the basketball season finale here for you tonight, where the Falcons will face off against the Marin Mariners. My name is Drew Kirby, and with me on the call, Holden Beers and Robert Murray. These two teams have had plenty of great matchups over the years. Holden, tell us a little bit about this Mariners team.
Yeah, well, Marin, last time they played Solano back in late January, it was January 22nd, they lost by 3 points to Solano. And the main thing in that game was Solano had 38 free throws compared to Marin's 14 free throws. So that was the one reason why they lost that game. I think if Marin doesn't foul as much tonight, they'll certainly win this game against Solano. They're led by Tamashi Pavihi. He's averaging 12 points per game, 4 rebounds. And last time they played Solano, he was 7 for 10 from the field with 16 points. I think he's going to be a huge factor in tonight's game, along with Kamani Alavase leading the team with 15 points per game. This team doesn't turn the ball over a lot. They're fast-paced. They shoot the ball well. I think they got a good chance in tonight's game.
Yeah, definitely a good team. 5-10 in conference. Now, Robert, tell us about the home team, the Falcons. They've been kind of on a sled recently on a 7-game lose streak. How could they break that tonight?
Like you're saying, Drew, 7-game losing streak. It's their second longest one of the season. Their longest one being 9 games. They're 2-13 in conference play, 6-20. It's been what would say a forgettable season for them, but they're looking to end it here on a good note tonight here on sophomore night, and I expect Justice Wilson to do his thing. He wants to show out for his whole family here that is in this crowd, and then they're going to want to have that balanced attack here if they want to win that game. Shoot the three well and drive into the paint. Like Holden was saying, they had 38 attempts versus this team last time they played them, and I expect that attack here more tonight.
Yep. So sophomore night here in the Solano College Gymnasium. For the starters, looks like it will be all the sophomores. Chapman, Whitaker, Jeremiah Cardwell, Edwin Akpolke, and Justice Wilson for the Falcons. And as for the Mariners, the Tomasi Pavihi, number 21, Akili Johnson, number 3, Kamani Alavasi, number 10, Jabez Worthington. As there, Johnson wins the tip. Goes into hands of Worthington.
Yeah, Marin, they're 6-19 on the season, but they've won 3 of their last 6, all in conference play. So they've been playing well recently, having momentum into this game.
Solano gets the ball there in the opening possession. Now Justice Wilson running in transition, looking to pass out, finds Akpolke off the hands. Cardwell able to get it to Chapman for 3. And it's rebounded by Worthington.
And I'm liking this crowd energy here on sophomore night. It's one of the biggest crowds we've had all season.
To the corner for 3 is a bit short. And that was the final. Excuse me. There's Justice Wilson at the top. 19 minutes so in this first half as that ball is missed.
Good defense by both teams so far, forcing missed shots and turning the ball over.
Housey off the glass, misses it. He's going to be their starting small forward tonight. Now Justice Wilson at the top. Jeremiah Cardwell going to start his night off with a 3. It's a bit short. He's shooting 20% beyond the arc.
He's been shooting it well recently, though. Taking more shots from 3 as well.
Well, that's what is going to happen here tonight. Sophomores are going to want to play well. They have their families here. Of course, they want to shoot the ball and have a great game.
Tomasi driving in, getting the shot to go.
Yeah, that was a tough bucket right there against Jeremiah Cardwell. Gonna have to play a little bit better defense down low. Hands up a little higher.
There's Justice Wilson, guarded by number 10, Worthington. To the corner is Whitaker. Now Akpolke. Justice Wilson averaging 25 points per game and starts off his night hot.
That's exactly what you want to see out of Justice Wilson tonight. They need to get him going. Last time they played, he didn't shoot well from the field, but shot 19 of 21 from the free throw. So he's got to get his shot going tonight.
Somasi.
Well, I like to say Wilson's an adrenaline junkie. He lives for the moment.
Tough layup there from Worthington. Makes it a 3-4 ball game. Angelo Chapman shooting about 30% from 3. Justice Wilson on sophomore night, driving in, getting contact, and a trip to the line.
Yeah, Worthington just got to play better on-ball defense if you're Marin right there. You know Wilson likes to drive to the paint, but Wilson, knowing that he had just hit a 3-point shot, they're going to playing him more on the perimeter, drives in right there and draws the foul. It's not what Marin wants, and exactly what Solano does.
And what an impressive community college career for Wilson here. Over 1,000 career points as the all-time leading scorer here at Solano. It's just been impressive to watch him over this season for me and you guys the past 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, last season he was great as well, and he's taken a huge leap this year, especially early in the season. He was averaging, I think, 28 points per game, was shooting 40-80 splits. He's been a phenomenal player for Solano in his 2 years. And I definitely think he can go somewhere after this.
Oh, yeah. Olivase, and into the hands of Jeremiah Cardwell.
That was great defense by Justice Wilson actually right there on the screen.
Whitaker on the block. Pass out. Chapman. Just a bit off. Fighting for the offensive rebound. It will be Marin ball.
You know, this lineup, it's not usually their starting lineup, but I think it bodes well for Solano with Whitaker and Cardwell in at the 4 and 5 in the front court, along with Wilson starting at point guard. And they got the length on defense as well with Chapman and Akpolki.
Wide open mid-range, in and out. Now Wilson opts to slow it down. Working on Olivase. Now Whitaker. Just 13 seconds. Whitaker, the mid-range, bucket.
That's one of his primary shots, that mid-range shot. When he's got it open, he's going to shoot it, and usually it goes in.
Number 11, House driving in. Whistle blows.
Yeah, but you know this Marin squad, they're not going to go down without a fight. They want to ruin this night for Solano. They don't want them to go home with a good taste in their mouth.
So Marin is set to inbound. A couple subs coming in. Number 4, Josh Clark, the freshman. As well as number 31, Denon Tulafata. Driving in, Marin just lay up a bit strong. Kahivi, loose ball. Justice Wilson got it. In transition, right hand layup, foul. And another trip to the line for Justice Wilson.
And we have all of his family sitting right in front of us. They're all about to stand up right there if he got that and one layup to go.
And that was great. I talked about how this lineup with the 2 centers in the front court makes their defense a lot better. Right there in the interior, both Whitaker and Cardwell defending on that shot. Cardwell fighting for that rebound, and they're able to get a fast break opportunity out of it. I think it's super beneficial for the Falcons team.
For Marin, another sub, number 33, Kajante Andrews. And again, just a packed house here in the Solano College Gymnasium on sophomore night. First time out of the game, 4 minutes in. Solano is up 9-4 early on.
Yeah, this is about the loudest I think I've heard. The crowd here and the players as well at Solano this season, maybe even the past 2 seasons from when I've been doing this.
Yeah.
A lot of energy in this building tonight, and I think they got to keep it up all night long for Solano to get the W.
Yeah, it gets me excited. It gets me going here. I'm just hyped sitting down. I can't imagine being a player on the court getting all that adrenaline down there.
And even last year, this sophomore night, it was against Marin also. And it was a very packed crowd. Solano did end up losing that game in overtime, 112-102. But still a great game from Solano nonetheless. Justice Wilson had 30 points off the bench, 4 of 10 from 3. Jeremiah Cardwell, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 8 of 9 from the field. So they'll have to look to put up those numbers again for a chance to steal this one tonight.
Yeah, and we've seen high-scoring games between these teams almost every time they play each other. Last game, it was in January, it was 84-81. That's a high-scoring game, especially in community college, as most teams only average about 70 points per game. So look for it to be high-scoring once again tonight.
Kajante Andrews on the wing, now out to the corner. Tomasi. Strange layup there. It's just going to hit the outside of the backboard. It'll be Solano ball.
I give him an A for effort on that one. I like the attempt, but it was going nowhere.
Yeah, usually Tomasi, we saw him last game against Marin. He went 7 for 10 from the field. He's 0 for 3, I think, right now. So he's already missed the same amount of shots tonight as he did in the last game. And we're only 5 minutes in.
Full court press here from the Mariners early on. Justice Wilson, stop, pull up. And the crowd wanted that one. It's just bit off. Marin will go the other way.
That would have been nasty if he hit that.
Josh Clark, good hands, and stolen. Akpolki ends up getting it. Jeremiah Cardwell will slow it down. Back to Akpolki, driving in, out to the corner. Whitaker for 3. That's short. He hasn't made 1 3 so far this year. Would have been a nice one to hit, though.
Yeah, I haven't seen him shoot a 3 at all in the games we've done.
Layup in transition is off. Offensive rebound and stripped, this time by Justice Wilson.
I actually think that was Akpolke that got a hand in there. That's the last 2 plays that Akpolke's gotten a steal.
Deep three is off by D'Angelo Chapman, but good hustle for an offensive rebound. Whitaker off the glass is good.
I'm loving this activity here from Solano. They're playing with heart tonight. They do not want to lose here.
I think this is the main thing that Solano misses in games that they've been losing over this last 7-game losing streak. The energy has just been so low for them, and tonight it's very high.
Well, yeah, when your home crowd shows out here, it does a lot for you, actually. Momentum swings in your favor when you have a loud crowd on your end.
Good move there from Tomasi to get the bucket. That's their 6th point tonight. Solano up 11-6, 14:35 to go.
Yeah, great footwork right there from Paviki down low. Had both Whitaker and Chapman stunned. Or not Chapman, excuse me, Cardwell.
Whitaker off the foot and into the hands of number 33, DeJounte Andrews. Now in transition for Josh Clark, denied! And Akpolke with the block there. He's a leading block for Solano, and Jeremiah Cardwell tries to dunk but can't get it. A wild sequence. Justice Wilson ends up with the ball.
He almost got me out of my seat there.
Has to pass out. Chapman, the fake, the drive, the foul. Oh, it's an offensive foul. A charge call on Chapman. It'll go the other way.
But like you were saying, Drew, Akpolke, one of the leading blockers here for Solano, just getting up there and denying it on the defensive end.
Yeah, his defense so far in this game has been phenomenal. He's got multiple steals. He's got the block now. He's playing great perimeter defense. Great game from him so far on his sophomore night.
Alavasi driving in, misses the layup. Justice Wilson gets it. Now Akpolke.
Now Alavase, he's their leading scorer. He's got to get his game going as well. He was 5 for 19 last time against Solano. They're really going to need him to step up tonight to win this game, especially with the energy that Solano has.
Ray Holt, screen comes from Whitaker, the bounce pass. And it will stay with Solano.
Good pass down low from Ray Holt right there. Just a little fast for Whitaker to handle, and multiple defenders in the area. I think it got tipped by one of the Marin players. Got to have a good inbound play, though, right here if you're Solano.
Akpolke on the wing. Good hands there from Josh Clark. Just 6 seconds now for Solano to get a shot off.
I think you try to run a screen wrap around over to the top of the three-point line for Wilson or Chapman.
Wilson's inbounding.
So some subs coming in for Solano. Jeremiah Cardwell, Nico Ignacio coming in for Chapman and Whitaker. So again, just 6 seconds left on this shot clock.
Yeah, got to get something fast.
Just to Akpolke, the handoff.
Gotta
Wilson, sidestep for 3, got it!
The fact that he was able to get that much space when you know he has to shoot it if you're Marin, it's just crucial right there for Marin's defense. Bad mistake.
Alavasi driving in, bodies on him, gonna have to pass out. Bank, layup is missed. Offensive rebound, back up and in for Ismail Nam.
Yeah, I mean, you can just tell right now, even with that bucket right there by Marin, all of their shots have been tough, contested layups, and Solano's getting good looks.
Oh, good cut from Chapman, the pass out. Nico Ignacio gets his man to jump, drives in, mishandles the ball. Good defense from Marin.
Yeah, that was great hands by Worthington right there, getting Ignacio to get rid of the ball.
Kamani Alavasi misses a layup up and in for another second chance point for number 21, Keely Johnson.
Yeah, and Ignacio, the only freshman to touch the floor tonight for Solano in this rotation.
Akpolke just misses the layup. Just a 4-point game now.
Yeah, this crowd has kind of dimmed down a little bit. I think Marin really got to take the advantage right now in this game.
Keely Johnson, baseline jumper. Ball goes out of bounds. Solano ball. Chapman comes back in, but first a timeout called by Coach Nagel with 12 minutes and 8 seconds left to go in this first half.
Yeah, I think that's a good time. You had a couple bad offensive possessions, especially in transition. Defensively, you got beat inside a couple of times. Got to talk things over, get this momentum back in your favor. And so far, Solano playing great.
Yeah,
Yeah, Solano, you could just feel that momentum slip like they usually had all year long. It's Solano getting up to that big lead, lets their momentum slip away, and lets the other team back into it. But tonight, I feel like that's going to be different with the big crowd here.
Yeah, for sure.
I can see that 100%. It has been a problem that we've talked about on the broadcast. Solano just does a great job in that first half, always able to keep things closer, even get the lead. But then something happens in that halftime, and they just kind of lose some of that momentum. So it's going to be very tough to see if Solano will be able to keep their momentum for the whole 20 minutes of this ballgame. Excuse me, 40 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, in that second half, we talk about them really struggling a lot. And in the second half, they really only get their points from free throws. They shoot really bad from the field in that second half specifically. And they're, I think, top 15 in free throws. So that's the only game that really attributes to them in that second half. And it showed in that last game against Marin. They were down at halftime versus Marin, scored 45 points in that second half. It was mainly due to free throws. Only missed 4 free throws in the entire game. They shot 38 attempts.
Yeah, free throws have just been the key to their wins this year. We remember that moment from Nico Ignacio when he got fouled on that three-point line earlier in the year.
So back out of the timeout, Justice Wilson with the ball, guarded by Worthington.
Yeah, Worthington's really going to have to step it up for Marin defensively. He's the man guarding Wilson all night long so far.
Ignacio working on Josh Clark. Finds Wilson on the deep wing, a deep three. Just a bit strong.
You know, all of his shots, he's made a couple, but he's missed a couple, but they're all almost on line. So I think he's really feeling his shot tonight. He's going to shoot a lot of threes, I feel like.
He's got quite the crowd cheering him on tonight. Definitely going to want to get his shots up as a missed layup there by Olivase.
Well, Wilson just thrives in pressure moments, and this is a big pressure moment, playing in front of a lot of family and a big crowd.
Kick out. Ray Holt in the corner, thought about it. Driving in. Kick out. One more pass. Ignacio. Got to make sure he doesn't travel. Is going to get called with the travel.
I don't know.
I think
he landed on that second foot and held it there for the slow Euro step.
Yeah, he did a great job of decelerating right there, which is kind of a new thing in basketball in the past 5 or 10 years. Gets a lot of people to draw fouls and get their defender to jump early. He did a great job of it right there, I thought, but they call him for a travel. You don't really see it that much, though, in community college. The refs just might have not caught it.
Freshman Josh Clark has been one of the better players for his Mariners team. Now Tomasi, good hands. I believe it was Justin Wilson that got it. Layup was no good. Offensive rebound, and Jeremiah Cardwell will get called for the foul. Looks like it'll be Worthington to head to the line.
Yeah, I think the only reason why this is only a 4-point game is because Marin's offensive rebounding has been levels above Solano's tonight. They've gotten almost every possession to get second chance opportunities. A lot of putbacks tonight for them as well. Yeah, Solano's going to have to do better at rebounding.
You know Marin's going to play with a lot of effort, of course. Just offensive rebounding. They're going to get their shots up, of course, but they mainly attack that paint too.
And we've talked about the pressure for, the Falcons players who are playing in a big crowd. It's probably even more pressure for this Mariners team. We know, of course, we haven't covered their home games or their other away games, but I got to assume they haven't played in a crowd as big as this before, and at the community college level at least.
Yeah.
So we'll see how they can adapt to this crowd.
We see a lot of teams later in games go to that full court press against Solano after Solano gets kind of a run going, and it kind of slows them down a little bit as Chapman missed that three right there.
Josh Clark. Olivasi. Guarded by Justice Wilson. Now Tomasi driving in.
And like you were saying there, Holden, another key offensive rebound makes this game tied now. And Solano, they need to find a way to grip that momentum back.
Yeah, their centers, Tula, Fata, and Johnson have been doing a great job of it tonight so far.
Ignacio, bounce pass to the corner for Ray Holt for three. Cash it.
That was Chapman for three.
Chapman, excuse me. Yep.
But that was a great pass by Ignacio, driving in, drawing defenders into the paint. Chapman gets a wide open three in the corner. Great offense right there by Solano, and that's got to get them going now, giving them back the lead.
Back to a three-point lead off of the three-point made. Josh Clark to the wing. Now finds Tomasi. Driving in, left-hand layup, foul.
Yeah, a lot of pump faking here from Marin on the three-point line. They just don't seem to want to shoot in. They just want to attack that paint, maybe get Solano cautious of that, and then have that shot for later in the game.
Yeah, well, Pavihi, he's done that a couple times. He's shooting about 31%, 32% from the three-point line, but his main game is going inside, and he's used that hop step and Euro step a lot tonight. Must have what got him his high-scoring game against Solano last time they played each other.
Marin isn't the best three-point shooting team by any means, just barely hitting the 30% mark, which is 76 as a steal there, and up and in, and one.
Yeah, inexcusable inbound right there, just not paying attention, looking out for defenders. Solano caught sleeping on that one.
And Olivase that time gets the steal and then goes in and gets the and one. That's how he gets his points.
Olivase, 69% free throw shooter, gets that one to go, and we are back all tied up, 17 apiece.
Got to figure out a way to beat this full court press if you're Solano.
The double comes, they'll pass it out to Ignacio. Now driving in, Whitaker, out to the corner, Ray Holt. Working on Clark. Ignacio, catch and shoot, three, bit strong, and right into the hands of Justice Wilson. They're gonna get another attempt.
The ball is flying all over the place here in this possession.
They're just going to let Justice ISO. He's got Olivase on him now.
Looks like it's going to be a foul on the ground. The question is on who.
I think they're calling on Olivase for reaching in.
Couple subs coming in from Marin. Looks like it'll be number 11, Kareem Howes, as well as number 33, Kajante Andrews. 9 minutes, 13 seconds left to go in this first half. It's been a close one so far. Beautiful pass. Oh, but Ray Holt misses the layup, gets it back, and is fouled.
I mean, that was a beautiful find by Justice Wilson. Got Holt there on the inbound in the paint, wide open, just smoked the layup twice. Luckily, he's taking these free throw attempts right now. Hopefully, he can make up for it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to hit that layup if you're Ray Holt. I know he's going to the line right now, and he's a decent free throw shooter, about, I think, 60-ish%. But that layup was so free. And a great inbound pass from Justice Wilson.
First one's good for the 68% free throw shooter. As Jeremiah Cardwell comes back in for Camion Whitaker.
I'd like to see them go back to Whitaker and Cardwell being in at the same time. That lineup really worked for them early in this game. And we've seen that a couple of times from Solano's rotations where they run that and they do good and then they just don't run it again. I'd like to see them run it in this game.
Good pass from Andrews and another and one. This time it was Ismail Nam who gets the layup to go.
Yeah, but like you were saying, Holden, I believe if we had more advanced stats here at the community college level, they would see how well that lineup produces for Solano with Whitaker and Cardwell on the floor, because they have had that 11-4 lead here early on.
Yeah, with that lineup, and I mean, I think it's clear just watching the game. They have more momentum when they got that lineup in. They play better defense. And I'd like to see Akpolka get back into the game, actually. He's taking a rest right now, but he was a key factor defensively early in this game.
As Angelo Chapman to Ray Holt, the other wing. Driving in, right-hand layup, blocked. Nam got a piece of it, and it looks like it went out on Ray Holt. So it'll be Marin ball.
Yeah, it touched his shoulder right after it got blocked. Got bounced off of it and went out of bounds.
And speaking of the man, Akpolka back in the game like you were calling for, Holden.
Worthington finds Pavihi. And Worthington on Wilson. Andrews, floater, got it. Offensive foul. Great charge by who else but Jeremiah Cardwell.
Yeah,
he's the hype man for their team. He cleans the glass like it's a chore, and he also takes charges like a man standing there like a statue.
So Solano will get ball. Of course, full court press is coming from the Mariners. And here's Jeremiah Cardwell. Ignacio averaging about 15 points per game this year. Solano's second leading scorer. But their main guy, Justice Wilson, floater just short. Gets his own rebound, but looks like it went out of bounds on Marin.
Great hustle there from Wilson after he lost the ball, trying to fight for it. Able to get it to go off of a Marin player.
So another timeout by Solano. And normally we're not really used to this. Solano kind of keeps those timeouts in their back pocket for that second half, those final minutes. I know at least this is their second. It may be their third.
Yeah, I mean, we've had multiple timeouts in this game, and we've still got 8 minutes to go in the half. And Solano, we see them call maybe one timeout in the first half, and that's about it. They really like you said, save them for that second half. I'd like to see if they can improve with these timeouts. Last time out didn't really seem to do much for them offensively, at least.
Well, before the stoppage resumes here, it's sophomore night for these basketball players on the floor, but you guys are also sophomore here as well.
That's right.
How do you feel about covering your final basketball broadcast?
Man, it hurts, man, because, I mean, this is my favorite game to commentate. I mean, baseball and football were all obviously very fun, but basketball's kind of like my sport, you know, my favorite one. And you know, I've had a pleasure covering these games the past couple seasons. Yeah, I'll miss it for sure.
These players have been so exciting these past few years, especially with Justin Wilson along with everyone else. Jeremiah Cardwell, he was in our class for a semester. We enjoyed having him in that class a lot. It's been a lot of fun covering these guys for the last two years.
Yeah, definitely a privilege to be in this class. All thanks to the man, the professor, Greg Poff. As again, another offensive rebound by Marin to get the second chance points. Now all tied up at 21. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay Solano.
Smart play by Cardwell there, throwing it off the Marin player and just keeping the possession down there on the offensive end for Solano.
So looking at Solano's rebound margin, they are minus 10 rebounds a game, which puts them at 91st in all of California. So not the greatest rebounding team. You can see it here tonight already. They'll have to make some sort of adjustments as Justice Wilson knocks down the nasty jumper.
Yeah, he knows how to find his spots, get to his set there on the nail, and just as smooth as butter, they would say.
I think that's one of his best shots is that elbow mid-range step back. I think that's one of his most efficient shots.
Nom knocks down that jumper. He's got a couple baskets today. 7 minutes to go. Cardwell working on two people, drives in, gets contact.
And Solano looking to put Whitaker and Chapman back in the game here. I'm curious to see if they take out someone else other than Cardwell. Obviously, he can't come out right now because he's shooting free throws. But for Whitaker, you were talking about them struggling with the rebounds. I think that would help tremendously for them on the glass.
First one just short by Jeremiah Cardwell. As D'Angelo Chapman comes in, and it looks like Camion Whitaker will wait to sub in JC.
Also checking in for the College of Marin, number 21, Akili Johnson. He replaces Ismail Nago.
Yeah, I would have loved to see Whitaker and Cardwell back on the floor together. I feel like a big run would have started if that would happen.
Yeah, I can see why they don't want to go to it as often as we think they should, because you think offensively with just the one big in their lap, they would play a lot better and faster and be more active on the perimeter defensively. But we don't really see it on the offensive end really benefit them that much, and defensively it really hurts them, I feel like, in the interior, and that's where teams attack them the most.
Josh Clark, 24% from three this year as a mismatch. Hook shot, just short. And again, another offensive rebound from Mariners, back up and in. And that's kind of been the story of the game tonight, just countless second chance points for the Mariners.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're already at double-digit offensive rebounds. It feels like every possession they're getting a second chance opportunity.
Now to the wing, Ray Holt thought about it. And now skip pass, good pass, Chapman, Green.
Great find by Holt there. Absolute dime on the skip pass to Chapman, and Chapman just sinks it for three.
Yeah, and that right wing that's Chapman's spot. I think that's his best spot on the three-point line.
Tipped and into the hands of Justice Wilson, now running. He's got numbers. Ray Holt gets the layup that time. Now 29-25 as we just hit the 6-minute mark in this first half. Olivase, catch and shoot three. Rebounded Whitaker. Down court pass, but intercepted by Olivase, and he'll slow it down. Skip pass to the corner. Clark misses a three. Offensive rebound and is fouled by Camion Whitaker. Wilson now. Keely Johnson to the line.
I think Solano plays their best game when their defense translates into offense, especially in transition. When they're forcing turnovers, getting steals, getting blocks, and getting down the court in a fast pace, that's when they play their best offense as well.
Yeah, the fast break offense for Solano is just, it's key for them. It allows them to stay in games, and it looks like they were about to go on a big run right there before Whitaker just threw it to the defender.
And that's going to be tough tonight for Solano because Marin only averages 11 turnovers per game, which is 15th in all of California. So they may have a bad record, 6-19, but they're turning the ball over is what they're really good at offensively. Really good at taking care of the ball. Solano's got to do a better job of trying to force turnovers.
Polky out of the made free throw. 29-26. Solano still up with 5:30 to go. Off the screens is Chapman. It's an on-ball screen now. Good play. Sets up Justice Wilson for three.
Yeah, I think his shot is definitely on line tonight. We've seen the past couple of games. It's really been struggling from the three-point line, especially. But tonight he's feeling it.
Yeah, and he's smiling, pointing at family members in the crowd right now.
I'm not sure if that was at family members or towards his defender, Josh Clark. But nonetheless, Justice Wilson is fired up. Driving in. Finds JC, now to Chapman to slow it down for three. Bit strong, but good offensive rebound. Akpolki to keep it alive.
Great job by Akpolki getting the box out right there. Gives Solano another opportunity. Haven't had much of these this game.
Abez Worthington ready to sub in as they just throw that ball away.
Yeah, I think Ray Holt just missed Wilson on the wing right there. And that's also what hurts Solano the most is when they turn the ball over, they lose a lot of momentum, and momentum is what carries this team, I feel like. In that 7-game losing streak, they've been turning the ball over a lot. Their last time playing Marin, I think they had 19 turnovers.
Well, it feels like anytime Solano's about to start a big run, it's a key turnover for them on the offensive end that leads to a score by their opponent.
Yeah, we saw Josh Clark just hit a three right there.
Justice Wilson trying to answer back. He's on one tonight, folks.
Yeah, Solano's going to need him to carry them to this win because it feels like he's the only one that's creating offensively. It's consistently.
Clark, good pass to the corner. Fakes his man. Now inside off of a beautiful cut by number 14, Tomasi Pavili. That's great basketball right there.
Oh, and Marin called timeout right there.
So another timeout. 4 minutes to go. Solano up by 4 points here on sophomore night at Solano College Gymnasium.
Yeah, I mean, Solano, they just got to keep playing with that fast pace, and the crowd gets into it when it's more of a fast pace, especially for their offense, and especially when Wilson's scoring. I mean, this crowd, we got so many people from his family in front of us, and they all go crazy every time he scores, and that gets the crowd going as well.
So as you were talking about holding in this 7-game losing streak for Solano, they have been turning the ball over a little bit. They're averaging 10 assists per game compared to 13 turnovers a game. And when you kind of have that negative assist to turnover rate, it's going to be tough to win those games.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're turning the ball over, it's hard to get your offensive set going, try to find your scorers, and it just allows for other teams to go on big runs. Like we were saying, it leaks for them going into the second half, and they go on these big runs in the first half. It's just hard to play winning basketball when your turnover ratio is negative. Yeah,
it's hard to keep that momentum when you're turning the ball over so much. And I think the transition defense for Solano is one of their weakest points. It's not very good, and we saw it in their last home game that we covered. Their transition defense really lost them that game by a big margin. And it was because of the turnovers as well.
So Solano will get ball out of the timeout. Akpolki, Justice Wilson, Jeremiah Cardwell, Ray Holt, and D'Angelo Chapman, the 5 on the floor. And Marin was kind of going to that full court pressure, kind of leaning off a little bit now. The end of the half.
They got Worthington back in the game guarding Wilson.
Good pass to a wide open Ray Holt for 3.
It's rare we see Ray Holt shoot a 3. He had it wide open right there though, had to shoot it. Great job by Solano finding him.
Keely Johnson. Chapman comes to help. Olivase finds Tomase driving in. Chapman, charging foul. Solano ball. Second time in the game tonight, and he does it so efficiently.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best part, I think, of his game other than his rebounding and his energy. His ability to take charges, it just ignites this whole crowd. And it gets that defense to turn into offense. We'll see what they can do with it right here.
So Jeremiah Cardwell and Pavihi talking a little bit there. I think it's pretty clear both these teams are not friends with each other.
Yeah, they don't like each other in the slightest here. Wilson, he jaws out a little bit of his defenders.
And that always makes the games more entertaining. Ray Holt and one with the right hand.
Coast to coast and one from Ray Holt.
Foul's going to be on Akili Johnson as he'll sub out, coming in for him.
Yeah, Ray Holt's really making up for that smoked easy layup he had earlier. 2 tough layups now for him since then.
And the three-point shot to go along with it. He's playing great right now.
Three-point play is good. Now 40-31 with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in this first half. Solano's offense has been on a surge. Pavihi driving in, misses it, into the hands of Justice Wilson. Stops at the wing.
Got a chance to get it to double digits here.
Great job by Wilson slowing it down, though. It was a 1v3.
Loses the ball into the hands of Josh Clark. Now bounce pass to Worthington and gets a layup in transition.
Got to get back on offense right now if you're Solano.
Chapman, another 3. Almost had it, but rebounded by Worthington. Now Tomasi spin. One more pass. Clark in the corner for 3. Green.
That's huge for Marin. Gives them a little bit of momentum now after Solano had been getting a run going.
Akpolke to the corner. Ray Holt had a great first half. Good find to Justice Wilson, but loses it trying to drive in. Now Olivase in transition. Foul called. It'll be on Jeremiah Cardwell.
Yeah, and Wilson, he's been reckless with the ball here these past 2 possessions. And like you were saying before he turned the ball over, slowing the ball down, getting that offense set would do wonders here right now.
So, looks like the centers for the Falcons are in a bit of foul trouble. I believe that's Cardwell's second. And I think Whitaker, I know Whitaker has at least 1. He may have 2. As we do apologize, we do not have live stats to double check.
Because like for the men's game, we never do.
Yeah.
But we just rock with it.
Yeah, and Marin's doing a good job of getting to the foul line and drawing fouls, because in the last game that they played together, we talked about how the free throws were the biggest disparity between the 2 teams. 38 free throws for Solano and only 14 from Marin. Tonight it's been kind of even between both teams, and that's really what Marin wants. Now Solano, it is sophomore night, so they got a little more momentum offensively.
Yeah, free throw discrepancy is a big key in this game of basketball. It helps win you games, that's for sure.
Ray Holt driving in, right hand fouled again. And another trip to the line for Ray Holt. I don't think I've seen him get this much free throws all season.
Yeah, I mean, they're not doing Marin's just not stopping ball when he's going down past half court. And he's doing a great job of just knowing, hey, no one's stopping me. I'm going to go right to the hoop. Drawing multiple fouls, getting easy layups.
So, of course, subbing in for Jeremiah Cardwell is Isaac Sanchez. Solano running a bit of a small ball lineup here in the final 2 minutes of this first half. And Ray Holt goes 2-2 at the line. 42-37.
Sanchez got a little confused on what team he was on for a second.
He acted like he was inbounding. I was like, what is he doing?
I missed that. So Masi over 2 people. Ball loose into the hands of Ray Holt.
Great job by Solano not allowing Marin to get that offensive rebound, especially with Whitaker and Cardwell out the game. Sanchez really going to have to step it up on the boards these last 2 minutes.
Yeah, and Sanchez, when he does get into the games, I like the effort he plays with. He plays hard. He tries to get rebounds for his team because he knows that he has limited opportunities on the floor.
Polkey off the inbound pass. Ray Holt gets his man to jump. Takes a mid-range jumper, is a bit strong. Good hustle by Isaac Sanchez. Offensive rebound. No foul call driving in. And they're going to call it Marin ball. Holden, both you guys just can't believe it.
Yeah, they pushed him out of bounds when he was trying to save it. That should have just been an off-ball foul.
Yeah, that definitely should have been a loose ball foul right there. Sanchez got knee mugged out of bounds.
Yeah.
Definitely a funky sequence there. Ismail Nam checks in. So here he is, guarded by Isaac Sanchez. Kamani Olivase, guarded by Sanchez, off the switch. Blows by him effortlessly, but butchers the layup. Rebounded Justice Wilson.
Yeah, he had the mismatch right there, getting Sanchez to switch onto him. Just blew the layup.
Good find. One more pass. Something's wrong with the microphone there.
I think Akpolki might have airballed that three because of it.
Pull-up jumper in transition. Offensive rebound for Marin, back up and in.
Yeah, they were trying to make sure everyone's hearing was good with that noise going on.
Not sure what's going on here in this final minute of this first half. Ray Holt fouled once again. Another trip to the line for Ray Holt.
Yeah, you could call these final 2 minutes quite reckless. Our audio equipment here at this in the Falcons' nest is going crazy, and they're playing reckless there on the offensive end.
Multiple turnovers, a lot of butchered missed shots.
Quite entertaining.
Yeah, you could say that.
It reminds me of just like whenever my mom just comes downstairs and watches basketball with me, those few minutes, it's just reckless. And she's like, what is going on? How do you watch this stuff? I'm like, Mom, I promise NBA players don't play like this all the time.
Ray Holt makes a second. Gives Solano a 5-point lead. 35 seconds left to go in this first half. Olivase got to get going here. As that sound is slowly fading back. That better not be Blake Molina. Here's Josh Clark. Looks like he's going to wait for the shot clock to run out. That 8 seconds now to the corner for three. Way strong.
I know who's taking this final shot here.
Yeah, got 10 seconds to work with right now. Definitely got to push the pace, though, if you're Wilson. It's going to get doubled.
And a foul on the ground. Kamani Olivase.
Well, he's going to be going to the line, it looks like.
Yeah, he's going to get two free throws during the double bonus.
2 points is better than 3, I guess.
I mean, he does say he models his game after Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, so.
Does he really now?
Yeah, he did say that in one of our interviews we did with him, I think early in the season. And well, I'm not saying Wilson's a free throw merchant, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does get labeled that according to Twitter.
They're wrong. He's not a free throw merchant. I know you probably disagree, Robert.
I'm a big hater as he cooks my team half the time.
Yeah. Justice Wilson 2 of 2 at the line to end this first half, 46-39. 4 seconds left. Can the Mariners get a shot off? Floater three, got it! Josh Clark with the three to silence the crowd.
Wow, Clark absolutely running full speed down the court, just shot it from the three-point line like a floater, and it just banked right in for him.
A floater three. I mean, that's a phenomenal shot, man, but you got to play better defense if you're Solano right there. So,
first half just ends, and just like every other game between Marin and Solano, it is a close one. 46-41, what are you guys looking for in this next half?
I think Solano's got to do a better job on the boards. I like to see Whitaker and Cardwell get back into that lineup together, because offensive rebounds have been key for Marin in this game. I know they got over 10, and that's only one half of basketball. Got to play better defense as well if you're Solano. Force more turnovers, and they win this game.
Yeah, just more energy here for Solano here in the second half. Use that crowd, get them into this game more, and I believe you got a great chance to win it.
Well, don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back here with this electric night of sophomore night basketball here on SCSN.
What's up, y'all? It's Justice Wilson. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
This is D'Angelo Chapman. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Back for the second half of basketball here at the Solano College Gymnasium. It's been a good one so far. Solano has the lead 46-41. My name is Drew Kirby, and with me, Holden Beers, and a new voice on the call, subbing out for Robert Murray, Mason Flores.
Yes, sir.
Mason, you were watching a little bit of that first half. Any thoughts?
I think Solano did a good job of taking care of the ball and scoring in transition. That's been a pretty key element to their success earlier in the season. And, I mean, Justice just getting it going early. We saw that a ton earlier in the season. He slowed down a little bit, but he's still the all-time leading scorer for the Solano team for a reason.
Yeah, and I agree. Their transition offense and they're themselves limiting their turnovers in that first half offensively, and also forcing turnovers is going to be a huge key to their defense here in the second half. Akpolke did a great job getting a couple of steals and a block.
Ray Holt baseline layup is good to open up this second half. Again, of course, sophomore night here at Solano College Gymnasium. If you want to watch it, will be video recorded at the end of this game. Of course, all the sophomores having quite the game so far tonight. So here's Justice Wilson. Guarded by Olivase. Step back, three.
Oh.
And that shot is good to open up this second half. Right where he left off.
Oh, he's nasty. That was a nice step back. He had no room either.
Yeah, heavily contested. It was good defense by the Marin defender, but Wilson, he's been feeling it tonight. I think that's his fourth three already.
Kareem Howes answers right back with a three of his own. That one kind of looked like a no-dip three right there. Just kind of put it up instantly the second he caught it. Chapman, catch and shoot, deep three. And at that time, rebounded by Kimani Olivase as he runs in transition. Down to the corner, Clark will slow it down, guarded by Wilson.
I like to see Akpolke guarding Olivase, their best scorer, on the perimeter right now. I think Akpolke is Solano's best defender. Got best defender on best scorer. We'll see who wins this matchup.
The high screen comes to the wide open wing. Josh Clark for three, strong. Offensive rebound for the Mariners. Off the glass is no good, so Solano catches a break here.
Marin has to take advantage of those second chance opportunities. They haven't gotten many so far, but that's something they have to work on.
Yeah, and I feel like almost every other possession they get a second chance opportunity. It's just their consistency to convert hasn't been that high.
Long rebound, secured by the Falcons. Cardwell thought about it. Now driving in, kick out to Akpolke. Catch and shoot, wing three, got it.
And we don't see him shoot the three ball much either. He's a similar play to Ray Holt, where they play on the wing defending and don't shoot the three ball a lot, but right there, Akpolke hits the three ball, gets this crowd going.
Is that his first one of the season?
I think it might be. I'll have to double check that. As number 22, Alex Nizga checks in. Good move. Pull up mid-range, just short. And rebounded by number 22. That's got to be an offensive foul.
Yeah. Good call by the ref right there. Miaza just shoved off Cardwell right after he got the offensive rebound. And like you said, Mason, they're not converting on those second chance opportunities. They've gotten so many of them this game.
Absolutely.
Haven't been able to hit them consistently.
17 minutes, 20 seconds left of this ball game. Here's Chapman, guarded by Clark. Akpolke, bounce pass. Here's JC. Looking for someone to get open. Eventually finds Ray Holt. Good pass. Cardwell, kick out. Chapman for three. Just strong. Offensive rebound into the hands of Wilson as he falls. No foul call. Marin will take it the other way. Layup right hand and a trip to the line for Marin as Edwin Akpolke was 0 for 11 from three before that three and knocks down his first three-pointer on the last game.
Wow.
Yeah,
good for him.
That's great to see for him. It's like got this Solano crowd going a little bit. I like to see their offense kind of reignite themselves right here after the turnover from Wilson. I thought it might have been a foul, but that transition defense, like I was saying for Solano, I think it's one of their weakest points on this team. And right there, they just didn't play any transition defense. Got lucky that Howes missed the layup.
Number 14, Tomasi Pavihi checks in. And Howes hits a second. Make it 54-48. Solano up. Chapman guarded by Clark. His off-ball screen comes for him. Working on Clark. Good defense. Kick out. Jeremiah Cardwell at the top.
Ooh. Okay.
Bit strong.
The only contested three he'll have of the season.
Yeah, I would like to see Cardwell swing that to Ray Hole right there. Hole was, I think, wide open for a three.
Good defense from Solano there. They'll have to pass it out. Now Howes. Kick out. Tomasi for three. And rebounded by Chapman. Marin in a bit of an offensive funk to start off the second half. Justice Wilson going to work. Gets the roll.
You could tell just by the way it's coming off his fingers that he's feeling it right now.
Yeah, his jump shot is so pure tonight. And that mid-range elbow shot is, I think it's, once again, his best consistent shot, most efficient.
Tomasi driving in, spin move. Way strong there.
Yeah, he's had multiple kind of layups and floaters kind of like that where he just kind of throws it up off the glass.
They're going to say a Solano ball as that pass went out on Josh Clark. So number 33, Kajante Andrews is checking in for Marin. He'll sub in for Kamani Alavasi. Agpolki looking to find someone here off the inbound, looking for Justice. Guarded by Pavihi. Wilson driving. Foul. And one.
What a shot from Wilson. Oh my goodness. I don't even think he was looking at the basket when he shot that because there was a defender all up in his face.
He's putting on a show for everybody.
Justice Wilson going to the line. A chance for a three-point play. As these guys mentioned, the all-time leading scorer for Solano, is that right?
I believe so, yeah.
That's nuts.
I mean, he's just such
Congratulations to Wilson for that.
Yeah, he's just such an exciting player to watch, and we're seeing it on full display tonight on his last game, home game as a sophomore.
Looking forward to see his journey moving on forward if he wants to continue playing basketball at a high level.
Now Josh Clark finds Habez Worthington at the top. Now down low on the block. Tomasi spin, glass, too strong, and it will go out. Solano ball.
Great defense on the interior right there from Whitaker. Didn't foul. We know he was in a little bit of foul trouble in that first half. Just got hands up, forced Pavihi to take a tough shot. And Solano gets the ball back. Wilson
putting on the gas, can't get the layup. And Marin in transition now. Howes driving in with the left hand, got it.
Ooh, look at the speed right there. He went down the court really quick.
So 9-point lead for Solano. Just hit the 15-minute mark. Now Ray Holt, 11-on-11 action, kick out. Edwin Akpolki driving in. How about the speed there, but misses the layup.
Yeah, he was just a little bit too fast for his own good, kind of missed his step.
Now House inside again for just an easy layup.
Yeah, House has a really smooth game.
Yeah, you got to stop ball right there if you're Solano. I'm talking.
Backcourt violation is called. It's another turnover. Marin ball as some subs come in. Ismail Nom.
That's something that they haven't had success.
Solano, I think, just called timeout.
Okay.
It's a good timeout, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Marin was taking advantage a lot right there, forcing turnovers and got 2 easy buckets in transition. Got to regroup with your guys if you're Solano.
Solano's always had slower starts to their second halves this season, and it's just been a tale of 2 halves. I mean, their first half always looks decent enough to be in the game, and then the second half they're turning the ball over, they're not being patient, they're forcing shots, they're not playing great defense. It's just been a rough go for them in the second half, but I would slow down the pace right now because they just went back and forth, and turning over the ball, and helping stop turnovers is slowing down the ball, so I would slow down the pace.
Yeah, we were mentioning that, you know, kind of in that second half, things do get a little shaky. Solano has started off pretty well so far in just the first couple minutes. But again, yeah, I was going to say the same thing. That it looks like they're moving really fast so far to open up things.
Yeah. And Wilson, I mean, in that second half lately, in this losing streak, he hasn't been shooting well in that second half, and that's really what carried them into their wins early in the season was his second half play and his clutch play in those last 5-10 minutes of the game. And it's been kind of hard for him to get that opportunity these last few games, but tonight he's doing a great job here in the second half. Only 5 minutes in, I think he's got 5 or 7 points in just the second half.
I think things just looked so well for him early in the season, and then teams started to game plan around him, so it was harder for him to score.
Yeah.
So Kareem House with him for the 5 from Marin. Kajante Andrews as House takes the fader there but misses it. Josh Clark, number 31, Demon 12, Fata. And lastly, but not least, Ismail Nam, number 1. So now for Solano, Polky, Justice Wilson. As he takes that 3 there, pull up, man, heat check.
I think every 3 he's made has been nothing but net. He's feeling it tonight.
It's different. He's balling in front of his whole family tree right now.
Now Josh Clark at the top, guarded by Whitaker. Gets space and cashes it in to answer right back.
Just got to communicate better if you're Solano right there.
Just like I was just about to say that.
Chapman looking for someone to get open. There's a miscommunication again into the hands of Josh Clark. Passes one more to House. Left hand layup again and 1.
We didn't see this much from House in the first half, and he's awoken this Marin team here in the second half.
He plays very smooth towards the basket. He reminds me a little bit of SGA, just smoothly getting through the lane and getting fouled. You know, SGA gets, I don't know if you guys were talking about it.
We literally did right before halftime, actually.
So Kareem House, just 42 points on the year going into this game.
This is only a 6th game play, though.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
He must have been injured for most of the season. We don't know the full details, but it looks like a really good player for this Marin team that they might have missed, and part of the reason why they have such a bad record towards the end of the season.
So full court press again. Nico Ignacio. Back to him, guarded by Kajante Andrews. Here comes the screen. Looking for someone to get open. Here's Justice Wilson. Had the hot hand tonight. Working on Clark. Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, nice.
That's nasty, man.
That's just a tough shot, man. I can't even put in words.
Justice Wilson gets his hands on that one there. It'll still be Marine ball. Marin, excuse me.
I feel like Solano just got to give it to Wilson and just let him ISO, set a screen for him a little bit, but really just let him do stuff with the ball because he's playing phenomenal tonight and carrying this team, I feel like.
Josh Clark gets the screen, takes a 3, makes it.
You cannot sag off of him.
Yeah, Ignacio went under the screen right there, and Clark knew as soon as he went under that screen, he was going to shoot that 3. Hit his last one, hits that one right there.
Now just a 3-point game. Men working their way back. Here's Clark. Wilson, step back 3 to answer back. That one was off, but an offensive rebound. Whitaker with the second chance points.
Great positioning right there by Whitaker on the offensive glass, getting that second chance point.
Josh Clark. One-on-one. ISO. Gets past the defender. Floater is good. Man, Josh Clark is a baller as well.
Yeah, Clark is balling right now. Him and House are really carrying this Marin offense.
He's chirping with Wilson as well. I like to see that.
Kind of chirping in that first half, too. It's good defense there from Kajante Andrews. Ignacio going to have to pass out. Ooh. Now Wilson, you know he wants this as he drives in and gets the foul. We'll see who they call it on.
I think they're called on Clark.
Yeah.
Reached in a little bit after Wilson blew past him.
Again, Wilson and Clark chirping again.
That's what I like to see.
You know, I've really admired Justice Wilson for the way he's been able to get buckets despite being, you know, normally one of the shorter ones on the court.
Yeah.
Josh Clark is right there with him in the same height.
Yeah.
So
He's shorter, way shorter.
yeah.
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 He's like 5'8". No disrespect if you think you're taller, but he's 5'8" getting buckets.
It's impressive. So I'm not sure what the holdup is. Looks like Ignacio will finally check it in. Looking for Ray Holt. Guarded by Howes. Gets his man a jump. There's the foul.
Nice.
Almost an and one. Nonetheless, 2 free throws coming up for Ray Holt.
Really good move to draw the foul right there.
Yeah, it was a great job getting his defender to jump off of his feet. As soon as he did that, he knew he could draw that foul. Almost got the shot to go as well.
So more free throws for Ray Holt. He did a great job getting to the line in the first half. As he misses that free throw there. Looks like Jeremiah Cardwell will check in for Camion Whitaker. So still a 3-point game as the ref is talking to Coach Nagel. Curious as to what it may be.
I'm curious to what to see this Solano Falcons team is next season when it comes to roster construction, because they're losing a good amount of their guys on this roster. So I'm curious to see how they build upon this season and how the roster is.
Yeah, I mean, the only freshman that gets really significant key minutes is Ignacio.
Yeah.
All the other freshmen, Rillo, Turnquist, they get in the game sometimes, but not in key moments.
Yeah.
They're going to have to step up for Solano next season if they're playing.
And the people who they bring in.
Yep.
Good hands there from Wilson. And they're going to call Solano ball, it looks like. As I guess it went out on number 1, Ismail Nam.
I like the press that Marin is doing right now.
Nico Ignacio, guarded by Andrews, stops. And out to the wing, Chapman. Driving in, good pass. Holt takes a mid-range jumper and passes it in.
That's tough.
Ray Holt's been playing really good tonight on the offensive end, especially when he's creating his shot.
Step back jumper is no good for Kareem Howes. Solano looks like they'll slow it down. No full court press this time around for the Mariners. Justice Wilson had been a microwave tonight. I don't know how he got that pass off. As Ignacio throws it back to Justice Wilson.
Got 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Got to get a shot up here.
Good pass. Ignacio gonna have to shoot it. In and out. Whistle blows. They're gonna call that a travel. As Nam falls on the floor, Solano will remain possession of the ball.
Yeah, I think they should get a full reset shot clock here. It should be 30 seconds instead of 20, I believe, right?
I would assume
And
so.
right now it's set at 20.
He had possession and then he traveled. So
Yeah.
I think you're right. They're going to eventually reset it, hopefully.
So Marin gonna call a timeout here with 10 minutes and 15 seconds left to play. Solano starting off this second half exactly where they left off, up 69-63.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting good looks offensively, and it's showing as they're already at the point mark that they average on the season. They average just about 70 points per game, and they're at 69 right now, 10 minutes to go in the half. I think their defense just got to step up a little bit better, especially in transition when they don't score offensively, because when Marin picks up the pace, I think that's when they play their best ball.
So, of course, after this game, it will be the women's turn to take on the women's Marin team. Women's team is 4th in the conference right now. Of course, have been battling those injuries all season.
Yeah, absolutely. Their best player didn't even get to play this year, so it's unfortunate.
Definitely an outlier season for the women's Falcons, as they're always one of the best teams in the Bay Valley Conference.
They still haven't reset their shot clock, but
Yeah.
Still at 20 seconds.
I don't think anyone realizes it.
Justice Wilson gives the man a jump. Just misses the shot.
That was dangerous for Howes right there after he jumped on Wilson. It was dangerous for Wilson as well, but Wilson went up for the shot, caused a foul.
Justice Wilson to the line, an 84% free throw shooter.
That foul's going to go against Marin, number 11.
And this is the reason right here why Marin lost that last game in January. I talked about it earlier. Wilson had 21 free throw attempts, made 19 of them. Attributed,
21.
yeah, I mean, that attributed to Solano's 38 free throw attempts in the game.
38. Wow. Yeah, I wonder what the rest were watching that game.
So Wilson 2 of 2 at the line. As Edwin Akholke checks in.
Yeah, I think Coach Nagel knows the defense has been struggling a little bit, especially on the perimeter. Having Akholke in there really benefits for Solano right now.
Josh Clark has his matchup one-on-one with Justin Wilson. Screen, takes a jumper, is a bit short, and good vertical there from Ignacio to secure the rebound. Now running in transition himself, he falls, foul is called.
Yeah, they tripped him, I think.
I don't like the take either by Ignacio. I think he should have slowed it down. It was 3-on-1. Not in his favor.
Oh, well, Solano's already in the one-on-one bonus right now. We still got 10 minutes to go left in this game. Oh, excuse me, never mind, they're inbounding.
So it's Edwin Akholke. Looking for someone to get open. Got to hurry. Finds Justice Wilson. Takes a mid-range. That's a tough shot.
It's good defense.
Now Andrews running in transition, guarded by Ignacio. YC will slow it down. And now down on the block, guarded by Ray Holt.
Nice move.
Misses. Wow. Good defense. Wilson. Break started to Jeremiah Cardwell. They're going to alley-oop it. Gets it to go.
Wow.
How about that? Showtime Solano Falcons.
Yeah, we haven't seen that ever here in these games. And Cardwell, he looked at Ignacio and knew, hey, let's throw this alley-oop.
Now, who knew that if the crowd had a little energy at home games, they win games?
Right.
Wow, who would have thought? We have a packed crowd here, and now they're playing well. Who would have thunk it?
Justice Wilson to Ignacio. Going to take the shot on the wing. And then we'll take it the other way. Now Josh Clark tries to answer with a 3 of his own. Good rebound there from Akholke.
Yeah, Akholke and Ray Hall are doing a great job of getting rebounds on the defensive glass for Solano.
Quite the circus shot there from Jeremiah Cardwell. Nonetheless, gets the whistle to blow, so he's going to get some free throws here, it looks like.
Back to what I was saying about the crowd situation. All you have to do as a crowd is to show up to games. Home games are supposed to give you energy as a player, and we don't, if we're being honest, we don't get enough of that when we're doing these broadcasts. You don't hear the crowds enough. Tonight you are, but show up, Falcons fans. Come to the games.
I do.
Watch the broadcasts.
I do agree with you, Mason. Sometimes when the crowd is so empty, the Marin, or not just Marin, but the away team's bench is louder than the whole entire home crowd.
And it's embarrassing if we're keeping it honest.
Yeah, and it doesn't give the players the momentum they need at all.
Yeah, just show up, Falcons fans. That's all I ask. Makes the environment a lot better and makes the games a lot more entertaining. So show up, support your brothers, your sisters, your cousins.
Vasey hustling for his offensive rebound. Doesn't get it. It's going to be Falcons ball.
Good hustle, though.
Yeah.
So still 73-65 with 8 minutes and 30 seconds left. Here on the Falcons' final game of the 2025 season.
Yeah, I'll say I liked his hustle right there. I think he's trying to a lot of fire to himself because he's their leading scorer on the season, and he's kind of been struggling from the field in this game. He wants to get something going, I think.
Justice Wilson on the wing.
They're looking for justice every time.
Gives a man a jump, takes it, makes it.
That is such a tough shot. You have to have so much touch on that shot.
Good save there from Marin. This is number 14. Tomasi, as a foul is called on Justice Wilson.
Foul's going to go against Solano, number 2, Justice
I like that Justice talks to the crowd every game, no matter who's in it. He always has conversations with the fans.
Wait, you talk about when there is a crowd, the Solano team plays better. I think Justice benefits the most
sure,
from it.
yeah. Gets the
because
energy.
We've talked about him playing under a little more pressure and having a little more spotlight to him. He plays a lot better. It's like he's showing it.
And he comes from a high school that had packed out crowds every single game in Vanden because of how successful that team was and is to this day. You feed off of the fans in every level in every sport, and just by getting loud and supporting your team, it helps a lot more than what people understand. So
Looks like more fans are even coming in now for the women's.
But it's also on the teams themselves to perform well enough for fans to show up. So once this Solano men's team starts to perform better and have better records and better seasons, I think there will be more players who want to come here and more people who want to show up and watch the games, because they don't want to come out and see blowouts and non-entertaining games, even though I think most of these games are entertaining. But it's just the teams have to be better.
Yeah, I think Solano, their record doesn't show how entertaining
Absolutely.
their games have been this season. They're 6-20, but they easily play, I think, when they play up to their skill level, like an over 500 team.
Yeah.
Just sometimes they get in, I think, their own heads in games and don't get any momentum going.
So it looks like it's going to be Marin ball coming out of this timeout. It's Kamani Alavase working on Wilson. Right-hand layup missed, but a drawn foul. And I believe Justice Wilson just picked up 2 fouls in the past minute.
Yeah, that's another thing he was kind of struggling with over their 7-game losing streak. He would foul quite a bit, I feel like.
7 games, man.
Yeah.
That's rough.
But their last home game, he had to go out before halftime because I think he had 3 fouls.
Yeah.
And that's rare from Wilson.
And they rely on him so much on the offensive end. I wonder if we had a usage rate stat, I wonder how high he would be on the list in the conference. He'd probably be number 1.
Yeah, it might be, yeah.
So here's Chapman, 75-66, Solano up. Here comes the high screen. Now Ray Holt, guarded by Howes. Good movement here from the Falcons. Another screen from Whitaker. Wilson, guarded by Pavili. Gonna take the 3. In and out. Good hustle by the Falcons. Loose ball into the hands of Ray Holt. Now with the right hand, foul. Almost got the and 1.
But the reason why Solano got that offensive rebound was because they went to double Wilson on the shot. It left Marin with only 2 players to get the defensive rebound, which is really not what you want at all if you're trying to get a defensive rebound. And you only have guys just running in transition, but no one's getting the rebound. And Solano right there is able to get the second chance opportunity.
So some subs coming in for Marin.
I'm really interested to see how Solano's offense is going to adapt next season. And without their star player, Justice, and even this season, they haven't had very much, outside of Ignacio, reliable scoring options outside of those 2. So I'll be excited for them to develop that.
Good move inside for Kamani Alavase.
Yeah, that was great speed right there from Alavase getting into the paint. And no one went to go help in the interior. Got an easy layup.
Chapman for 3. Not quite that time around. Rebounded by Howes.
Yeah, Marin's got to take advantage right now. They're down by 8, but Solano losing a little bit of momentum, especially in the crowd. Offensively, they just got to get something going again.
Nom, guarded by Holt. Good cut. 12 seconds to get a shot off here for the Mariners as they look to reset. Just 3 now. Step back 3. It's too strong. Good defense there from the Falcons. As rebounded by Ignacio.
That took 30 seconds off the clock and with no points. Really good defense possession.
Justice Wilson making his move on Clark. Left hand. Foul. So again, we don't have live stats for you tonight, but it would be very interesting to see how many free throws the Falcons have compared to the Mariners.
Yeah, so in that first half, it was almost neck and neck, I think, in the foul situation and in the free throws. But in this half, Solano's just been dominating that area, and that's the reason why it's the reason why they won that last game. And right now, it's the reason why they're still leading tonight.
Back to a 10-point lead for the Falcons. This is Josh Clark driving in and getting contact.
Yeah, I think Marin's got to go to Josh Clark and Olivase in these last 6 minutes, along with getting Howes back with the ball, because he played great early in this second half, and we haven't seen much of him getting the ball lately.
Josh Clark, a 73% free throw shooter, gets that one. Again, Solano just doing a great job in the second half, keeping their energy up. Clark goes 2-2 at the line. 8-point lead. Chapman bringing it up. Here comes a screen from Whitaker. Now Wilson. Chapman. Slow it down. 12 seconds to go. ISO for the #1 scoring leader for the Bay Valley Conference. Looked like that shot was blocked, but into the hands of Camion Whitaker.
Whitaker
Go to the line.
once again doing a great job positioning himself, knowing that Wilson, we know he's going to take the shot right there. He's positioned himself right outside the key, right at the bottom, under the hoop. Doing a great job of getting that offensive rebound once again.
Whitaker can't get that first free throw to go.
I forgot his free throw form.
It's a little funky, but you know, it works for the most part. I believe he's at 70%.
How many free throws is he taking?
Take a look.
He's at 72%. He's 8 for 11.
Wow. 8 for 12 now. 8 for 13 now.
Go on, Mason. Pull up three in transition, back rimmed, but an offensive rebound from Marin as they put it up and gets a lucky roll, or bounce, I should say, making a 6-point lead.
Yeah, great job getting that second chance opportunity right there for Marin. Clark taking that pull-up three. I don't think that's a shot that Marin wants to take, though. He's a 24% three-point shooter. Hit a couple tonight, but
Tough finish there from Ray Holt. Man, he's had quite the game tonight.
yeah, him and Wilson have really been doing great offensively for Solano.
Transition, a foul in transition, I should say. Looks like it was D'Angelo Chapman, but foul was on the ground, so no free throws. As Edwin Akpolke checks in for D'Angelo Chapman, and Jeremiah Cardwell in for Camion Whitaker. How about the hops there from Nico Ignacio?
Wow,
get that
terrible
block.
missed call right there. It was a goaltend. The ball hit the backboard first. Wow.
So Nico Ignacio unable to get the points.
Oh, that's a crazy missed call.
Perhaps the ball doesn't lie. As Olivese drives in and gets the foul.
Wow.
I don't know.
Clearly hit the backboard first. Crazy, I can't believe it. Wow, the bench was elated too.
This might have been the same story in the last game, Mason, with the free throw differential.
Yeah, both teams, they like to draw fouls. They go really fast, force a lot of shots up.
Olivese goes 1 of 2 at the line.
They could call that over the back on Johnson.
Against Marin, number 21, Akili Johnson.
So maybe a shaky sequence here from the refs. With 4 minutes and 35 seconds left to go.
I think they're saying it's bonus free throws for Akpolki.
Caldwell made sure to let him know that.
The heads-up play from JC. As, you know, the tallest person on the court here isn't one of the players, but it's that referee over there right next to Cardwell.
Most
I mean, he's
definitely-
towering over Solano's tallest player.
Yeah, most definitely used to play for sure.
Yeah.
And I
Need him on
know,
the court.
I know Akili Johnson, I think he's around 6'8", 6'9", so that ref, he's got to be close to 7 foot.
Yeah. Got Thon Maker in the building.
Yeah, that's a pull right there.
4 minutes, 30 seconds. Olivesi, alley-oop layup is good. Akili Johnson.
He hasn't been in the game much.
Well, I think he got into foul trouble late in that first half and hasn't really got back in the game.
The spin move, but the floater was no good as Jeremiah Cardwell hustling for that one. Kind of a backward somersault there. It'll be out of bounds on Cardwell.
He would be a great WWE superstar. He should look into that, seriously.
Jeremiah Cardwell off the top rope.
Yeah,
That's pretty entertaining, actually. I can,
Yeah,
Come on, man.
I do agree with that.
Hey, Jeremiah, I got you, bro.
There's Josh Clark. Went on a heater so far in this game. Started to cool down, but looks like he's about to start getting right back to where he left
turned on the
off.
stove a little bit.
Yep. That was a great contest from Ignacio as well, but Clark pure on that shot.
This crowd is packed. Let's go. This is
Beautiful
great,
to see
great
here.
atmosphere right now.
In the Falcons' nest, the Solano College Gymnasium. Akpolki working on Howes. Skip pass, Ignacio. Catch and shoot, corner three. Just off. Offensive rebound to Jeremiah Cardwell. To Ignacio. Will pass it out. Justice Wilson. Guarded by Olivasi. Taking the mid-range jumper, back rimmed, and into the hands of Josh Clark. Just 3 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in this game. It's a close one. 4-point lead. Wide open corner. It's Howes taking the mid-range, but it's off.
Yeah, Ray Holt just let him shoot that. Howes really has only shot layups this game and made them. He hasn't made any jumpers.
I don't really like the shot selection there. Long two is probably the worst shot
Yeah.
to take right now.
Justice Wilson got it.
That's the best shot to take right there.
Justice Wilson on a heater tonight. 84-77 as he forces Marin to take a timeout.
Could that be the dagger? That's a man.
Not yet. I wouldn't say so yet.
Yeah, well, you
2
still got
minutes, 45 seconds.
7
yeah.
points in 2 minutes in a
You got-
college basketball game.
You got to play great defensively if you're
it's
Marin.
possible.
You cannot foul as well because we
Yeah.
know Solano is in the bonus.
10 fouls. Wow.
So Solano just moments away from snapping their 7-game losing streak.
Solano has just played with more energy than we've seen in months.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
a huge reason
100%.
could be because of this packed out crowd.
Well, I think Wilson, his play tonight has also ignited not just the crowd, but his teammates as well. We've seen Ray Holt have a great game tonight. Akpolki's been great on the defensive end. Whitaker and Cardwell doing a great job rebounding, especially in the second half, as we haven't seen nearly as many second chance opportunities for Marin. That could show us to why they still have the lead late in this game and have good odds to come out with the win.
Again, those 84 points, quite the offensive clinic for the Falcons, led by Justice Wilson. Again, we don't have live stats, but I would have to think he's hit at least 25 points per game.
I think he's got
20 points this game, I mean.
6 threes, so that adds up to about, 18?
Yeah.
Just off the three-point shots. He's had multiple mid-range,
multiple.
had a
And
lot of
free
free
throws.
throws. He might be at 30. Yeah.
Out of the timeout,
Marin has to score here.
Howes, Olivesi,
Definitely want to score quick, too, if you're
high
Marin.
screen, bend in the corner, good pass. Good play there as number 21, Johnson.
Really good
Finishes
play
it
out of
off.
the timeout.
Yeah, I think you want to go to him a little more in the paint. Obviously, you don't have a lot of time left to score a lot of points, but he's got a big size advantage on the offensive end.
Edwin Akpolki to JC. Guarded by Nom. Now Ray Holt, he's had a big game as well. Got the jumper to go.
He might have 20 tonight.
He might. Impressive game from Ray Holt.
Wow.
And a blocking foul. Almost a charge.
I believe his feet were moving, but it was close.
I thought he was set, but
I can't really tell from here.
yeah.
Ray Holt in disbelief.
Is that bonus still? Yeah.
I think it's going to be 1-on-1 free throws for Howes. But still, they got 2 minutes. And it's still a 7-point game. They can make it a 5-point game right here.
You just have to play defense and score.
I think got forced turnovers, which has been a struggle for them in this game.
First one is good for Howes. Before this game, he only had 1 free throw. Did go 1-on-1, so he did make his only free throw. There's a lot of subs coming in for Marin. Ajante Andrews, Josh Clark, Ismail Num. Howes, of course, at the free throw line. And lastly, number 10, Worthington.
Huge free throw right there from Howes to cut it to a 5-point game. Got to force a turnover here for your Marin. If you're Solano, take care of the ball, get past half court, and waste this clock.
Justice Wilson will stop, pull up for 3. Got it!
Goodness.
Cherry on top for Justice Wilson on a career night. Ajante Andrews to answer back. It's off. Loose ball in the air into the hands of Marin, and then stolen. And now Justice Wilson, as bodies fall, whistle blows. Looks like it got a player.
They called an offensive foul.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, so offensive foul on Justice Wilson there.
I don't know where he's
Crucial.
supposed to go.
Yeah, that's definitely a blocking foul. I was saying the same exact thing.
Even worse now, free throws. Oh, no, excuse me, no free throws.
I don't think, offensive foul.
Offensive foul is still going to be inbound Marin ball.
I guess that's a makeup call for the missed goaltend earlier.
Still just 90 seconds left. An 8-point lead.
Off the board that they missed.
And a timeout is called.
Oh, what a shot from Wilson. I mean, it's back to a 7 or 8-point game now.
Man, I mean,
he did not need to take that shot either. Could have easily wasted the clock.
Whenever the time runs down or that Solano just needs a bucket, it's always Justice Wilson, no matter how high the pressure is. It doesn't phase him.
You hear how loud this crowd is? Every time our PA announcer says, everybody get loud, you hear chirps in the crowd. There's nothing we hear until tonight where the house is packed. Thank you for showing up on the last game of the season.
And I mean, I got to assume whoever hits, if Solano does get one last bucket, that might be the loudest we hear in the crowd tonight.
All season.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And when's the last time we've seen a crowd this big for a Solano men's basketball game?
It wasn't this year. It had to be sophomore year last year.
Maybe last year, yeah.
Also had a packed crowd, but even then, I don't know. I think this might be the
people
most
standing
packed I've
up
ever
who
seen
can't
it.
even get seats right now.
As a dunk there, was defensive miscommunication. It was Worthington. That's a quick bucket.
Now you got to waste the clock if you're Solano. Beat this full court press. Don't turn the ball over. Minute 20 on the clock, up by 6.
Ray Holt guarded by Clark. They will slow it down. Here's Jeremiah Cardwell. Just a minute, 10 seconds left in this ball game. Wilson guarded by Kareem House.
Yeah, they're just going to double him.
Wow.
Akpolke to Cardwell. Just 8 seconds.
They're doing a good job right now wasting the clock.
Spin move. Cardwell driving in. What? Charging foul.
His feet were moving. Wow. Wow.
That is an insane call.
That's 2 in a row. Wow. Well, it's 58 seconds. They have to get 6 points.
I think that's Cardwell's 5th.
That could be, as Camion Whitaker does check in for him.
Sophomore night. Yikes, man.
He played quite a game, though, here.
Absolutely. He played his heart out this whole season.
So under a minute. 2 threes could tie up this ball game.
Yeah, Solano did a great job wasting the clock right there. Obviously would have wanted the free throws right there.
Alavasi can't get the roll, but a wide open layup for Marin. Another defensive breakdown for the Falcons. Now back to a 4-point game.
I mean, you just got to have one player going for the rebound right there. You got 3 guys trying to contest the shot on Olivasi, and Howes does a great job positioning himself, knowing that there's no one else to rebound but him. Gets an easy putback, and offensive rebounds have been why Marin has stayed in this game. Right there, they get a second chance point.
Those 2 offensive foul calls are really questionable.
You have not been a fan of the officiating tonight, Mason.
Well, there's 3 major calls in the game. First of all, it would be a 2-point game if they called that goaltend, which you clearly hit the backboard first. And then the charging foul where Justice tried to dribble and then he got cut off and the defender's feet were moving. And then just now the feet were moving and they called another charge. So I get it. It's hard to be an official in the heat of a moment when you don't have replay assists or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's hard to call things just by what you see. So that's rough. But they've done a pretty good job outside of those 3 calls. I mean, I pretty much agree with all the shooting fouls and all the reach-ins. I like the officiating right now.
But this is huge for Marin right now to try and force a turnover. Down by 4, 50 seconds. You want to force a turnover, get another opportunity offensively before it falls under 30 seconds.
If you can't force a turnover in the first 8 seconds, I think I would foul.
Hey, Holt looking for someone, finds Chapman as there comes quick foul.
I agree with the philosophy, actually.
I like it too.
Yeah, I mean, as long as I think Wilson is to gain the ball, you have the chance of missing it if you're Marin. Because Wilson, I think he hasn't missed a free throw tonight. He's an 80% free throw shooter. Everyone else on this Solano team shoots under 70% on the floor at least.
So now Chapman, not the greatest free throw shooter, shooting 33% at the line this year. And that one's short.
Wow. That's why you foul.
One or 2 at the line for Chapman. That one's huge.
Yeah, you want to make at least one of them, especially after you missed that first one. But Marin's got to push it right here.
Here's House driving in. Foul and one.
God.
Marin not done yet.
I don't like the call either.
Yeah.
He went straight up in the air. Wow.
Wow. So a chance to make it a 2-point play. I'm sorry, a 2-point lead. That's what I meant to say. A 3-point play as Ignacio checks in for Edwin Akpoku.
Yeah, I think you want Ignacio or
free throw shooter.
As a free throw shooter.
Wow.
But this is a huge free throw from Howes.
Absolutely.
56% free throw shooter.
Do you even have to foul? You don't even have to foul. There'll be 12 seconds left in the
you still got
game if they run the whole clock
the
out.
Game clock and the shot clock. So you don't have to foul.
Carwell tried to sub in, but he's fouled out.
I'm just saying, last time these teams faced off, it was last year they faced off. They go to overtime. Could be looking at something
I would like
close.
that.
Yeah,
That would be really interesting.
Wow.
Free throw's no good. Rebounded by Camion Whitaker. 40 seconds left in this game. 3-point game. Ball tipped in the air. Ignacio able to get it, but then grabbed by Marin. Now out to the corner. They got to hurry. 30 seconds left. Here's House. Is it stolen? It was. People standing up in the crowd. I can't see.
Stand up.
I got to stand up.
Wilson did a great job of stealing it right there.
It's a frantic possession. Oh my goodness.
And these are huge free throws for Wilson.
And who else but Justice Wilson at the line to potentially ice this game. First one is good.
Cool, calm, and collected under pressure.
And everybody in this gym knew that was going in.
That one's short. Rebounded Marin. Only 24 seconds left. Josh Clark going quick. Layup. Got it. 18 seconds left.
Wow.
Great job by Clark right there.
2-point game.
So fast.
Whitaker got a foul. There it comes. So send Camion Whitaker to the line. Man, what a game here.
You see how the crowd has affected this game, though?
Yeah.
Marin missed that free throw because the crowd was stomping on the ground, making them miss a free throw.
Yeah, these are huge free throws for Whitaker. We saw him miss 2 early in the game. He's 8 for 13 now on the season. It's a huge moment for Whitaker. Got to hit at least 1.
Solano is back.
No good.
Oh.
And that one puts the pressure on for this second free throw.
Does Marin have any timeouts?
That's a good question.
If you're Solano, if he misses this free throw, you get back. Can't let anything.
You might want to get a rebound. But I do agree.
But if they get in transition, an easy layup like they've been getting the past 2 minutes.
Whitaker, that one is short.
Oh, my gosh.
13 seconds left. They're going to slow it down for the final shot. A chance to tie or take the lead. Olivesi fouled.
Ooh.
So free throws, Kamani Olivesi.
Oh, my goodness. Their top scorer.
69% free throw shooter, so he's not the best free throw shooter on their team.
Can he clutch?
But if he hits both these, that is huge. Yeah, Solano's good.
Timeout.
Timeout to ice
timeout.
him. Great timeout by Solano.
And you talk about if he misses or if he makes. You have 2 scenarios in your head. If he misses 1 or he misses 2, you have the same mentality.
And
hold the ball.
And you know if Marin, they miss that second free throw, they're going to be crashing that offensive glass trying to get an offensive rebound. There's only 5 seconds, though, so they have to do it quickly.
Can Marin's top scorer in the season perform under pressure and hit these 2 free throws?
Even if he does hit these 2 free throws, of course, 5 seconds.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, no better story to end this way.
And the season, to end a rough season.
What's with us having these thrillers at the end of basketball season?
Man.
Last year we had it. You, me, Drew, Mason, you weren't here, but it was a crazy game to end the season.
I believe it was Napa Valley that game was.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Jaquez Jones, man, that was a crazy game.
Tonight we got thriller as well.
3.
We got crazy performances by Justice. This is all you can ask for.
Ray Holtz played a great game as well.
Absolutely.
Cardwell, even though he's fouled out, he played a great game.
Great team effort from the Falcons.
He's got to hit
Kamani
both.
Olivesi goes to the line.
They're getting loud. Got it. Cool.
It's a 1-point game now.
If he misses, if you're Solano, you got to get the defensive rebound. Cannot let them get an offensive rebound.
Gets the bounce to go in. We're all tied up with 5 seconds.
Saul's
No
gotta go.
timeout. 3 seconds. Justice Wilson, does he have it in him? No! We are going to overtime here at sophomore night at Yarborough Stadium.
Yep.
Women's, you will have to wait. We got 5 more minutes of basketball coming up.
Wow.
Oh my
that was a good look
goodness.
for Justice Wilson as well. He was looking for a foul call. It could have been called.
It was
to be
very
honest.
similar to that
they're
Nico
never going
Ignacio
to
shot. Full court, ran down, pulled up a 3. Jeremiah Cardwell can't believe it on the sideline. Oh my goodness, what a game.
Oh my goodness. I would have had goosebumps running down my body if Justice Wilson hit that shot, but we still got 5 more minutes of basketball. Solano's got to lock in defensively, offensively. Yeah, that they did. I will be honest, they did fumble those last 2 minutes.
Oh,
They had the lead
I can't believe
by
it.
7.
They were up by 8.
Or by 8, yeah.
It was 89 to 81.
Yeah.
And again, these teams did play in overtime last year,
goodness.
but Marin outscored Solano 20-10 in overtime.
This is the greatest game I've seen. This is incredible, man. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Solano, they know it's sophomore night. They got to come out with a win tonight.
Yes.
And if you're Marin, you want to play spoiler, be the bad guy.
Wow, this is incredible. The women, I feel bad for the women's game because they have to try and live up to this one. That should be an exciting one too. Both teams have the same record.
So Justice Wilson, Camion Whitaker, Nico Ignacio. is going to do the jump,
ball.
which I kind of like, actually. He's
He
got
got
hops.
the
Does have the high
highest
vert.
vertical.
Saw him catch an alley-oop earlier.
Yeah. And last,
Man, what a crazy
D'Angelo
game.
Chapman for that 5 for Solano. Ball's in the air.
Oh, that's why.
Ignacio got it.
He should do it every time.
He did a great job timing that as well, but now Solano got to work on offense.
Justice Wilson.
Can we talk about the clutch bone?
Chapman trying to get things started off here in
Those
overtime.
2 free throws to tie the game at the end of the game is crazy.
To the corner. That's House. That one's strong. Right to the hands of Whitaker. And Justice will slow it down.
And the energy in this place right now, it's the highest I've ever seen it.
Loose
Absolutely.
ball, trapped in the corner. Is able to get it out to Ray Holt. Now one more pass. Chapman gets his man to jump. Pull up midi. Just short. Offensive rebound. Nico Ignacio. Pull up 3. Good! Justice Wilson. Right where he left off in regulation.
That's why Solano is in this game right now. Just Wilson is carrying this team offensively. Great offensive rebound by Ignacio and then finds Wilson.
Now just an easy layup for Kareem
Slippery.
House. Solano gotta have better defense there.
Just pure buckets right there.
The House has just been so good offensively for Marin tonight.
You have to trap Justice every time he touches the ball.
Ray Holt,
Oh.
they're daring him to take it. Why not
Don't
let
do
it
that.
fly?
Don't do that. You sag off, you swags off.
97-93, hands. But Josh Clark is able to keep it. 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Driving in, foul, and 1 off the top of the backboard. Does that count?
I think that's going to count.
Is it? Oh, he's counting
They're
it.
going to count it. Wow.
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
They're counting it.
Yeah, they are
What a
counting.
shot.
What a shot from Clark.
Oh,
Wow.
my
This is the
goodness,
best
man.
game ever. Oh my goodness, man. They keep putting on shows like this. We're gonna have a packed out house every time next season. Wow.
3-point play is good for Josh Clark.
He's the fastest player we've seen this season. Easily.
I
He's
do
one
think
of them.
one of them for sure.
Nah, he's the fastest.
Just Wilson. Guarded by
You
Worthington.
have to blitz right here.
Yeah, you
There
got
it
to double
comes.
him.
Wilson driving in, good
Oh,
pass.
nice pass.
Whitaker, just short. Offensive rebound, fakes, takes, makes it.
Great job by Whitaker. Once again, getting that offensive rebound and gets the putback to go.
And Josh Clark will slow it down and find Kamani Olavesi, who did hit the 2 free throws to send this game to overtime. Working on Ignacio. Now Howes. The cut.
Oh.
Misses it, but a tip in. And that was Ismail Nam who got that one. 1 point lead for Solano.
Just going back and forth right now. Someone's got to take advantage right now. 2.5 minutes to go. Clock's been running.
Justice.
Deep one. Oh my goodness, Justice Wilson. He's unconscious, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Hall of Fame limitless range.
turn the TV off.
Olavesi to answer back. Misses the offensive
Oh my
rebound and is
goodness.
fouled.
I got chills. That was from 30 feet.
Goodness.
That might have been 40 feet.
Yeah,
that was
that was a
almost
deep
from the
three.
logo.
That was way deeper than the NBA 3.
Man, give
Yeah.
this
Wow.
guy a crowd every game.
So a
He's
4
got
point
40.
lead.
He's got to have
he
40.
probably
Definitely got
does.
40.
First one is good for Worthington.
This is his best game ever. Oh my goodness. I can't believe what I'm watching, ladies and gentlemen.
Easily one of the best performances I've seen here in the Solano Gymnasium. I believe Chris Farrington for Napa Valley had about 45 last
Yeah.
season in their
Man.
match.
Yeah.
Wilson got to be somewhere around there. Worthington knocks down 2,
And
so
it's
still
a
a 2-point
It's a
lead.
very noticeable 40. He has
Yeah.
taken this team on his back, and he just has hit so many threes. I wonder what the three-point record is.
I mentioned earlier it was going to be a high-scoring game, and both teams are at 100 now. Obviously, when it's overtime, but it's been an action-packed game.
Ray Holt the handoff to Wilson. Right back to Holt. Just short.
Oh, man.
Got to play defense now if you're Solano. Almost every offensive possession you've been able to score. Right there, you couldn't do it. You got to play defense now.
Ignacio was able to poke that ball out.
Man.
We'll have to inbound it. Into Josh Clark, who, if Justice Wilson has 40, this man right here might have about 25, 30.
Yeah.
Clark.
And probably about
Worthington.
7 assists as well. He's passed the ball a lot.
Driving in to the corner. One more pass. Wide open three. Short.
Oh.
Loose ball into the hands of Wilson. Whistle blows.
Wow, foul.
Yeah. They got him like right on the top of the head. I think he's going to the line for
like it.
1-and-1 free throws.
Wow. He was too open. He was way too open, and that's why he missed, because you think too much when you're wide open
Yeah,
like that.
and it's interesting. Howes has missed 2 threes tonight. He's a 47% three-point shooter in the 5 games he's played this season.
Nico Ignacio at the line, 84% shooter. This is not one of the guys Marin wants at the line here.
It's a huge second free throw to give them basically a 2-possession game.
And the difference between overtime and regulation is the free throws. So if
Two at the line.
if Solano capitalizes on their free throws, they win.
Yeah, and that's the reason why they won that last game in January was the free throws.
Yeah.
What a game.
This might be a rivalry in the making. Marin and
I would say it already is a
Solano.
rivalry.
Yeah.
I mean, year in, year out, they always have some great games.
And there's chirping in this game as well.
I mean, I think if you're Marin, you want to keep that fast pace offensively, come out of this timeout, getting the ball. That's what's gotten you your buckets late in this game, especially late in that fourth quarter. They were able to score quick buckets in the paint. Almost every possession, it felt like. Drawing fouls as well. They're going to want to try and do that again. And if you're Solano, you got to get back and stop ball if you're there to try and push the pace.
Just 90 seconds left to play, a 4-point lead. Still very possible for Marin. And last time out of the timeout, they set up a really nice play for Josh Clark. I believe it was a pass to Achilles Johnson.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen Johnson really at all late in this game. Not all in overtime, and late in that fourth quarter, we didn't see him playing at all. Be curious to see if they maybe go to him just for the size advantage, not only on the offensive glass, but also scoring-wise in the post. 'Cause that's where they really haven't hit many threes tonight. I think they've hit maybe 3 or 4. Mainly just been scoring in the mid-range and in the paint.
Such a huge parallel from this Solano team. I mean, this Solano team is just scoring off of anywhere from their one guy, Justice Wilson.
So 90 seconds coming out of this timeout.
All of us let the ball roll a little bit right there, so the clock doesn't start until they get it past half court.
Ignacio the switch to the corner. Clark, down low pass, fouled. Looks like that's got to be on the ground, so no free throws.
I thought it was bonus. It's not
No
bonus?
T?
Yeah, I think it's one.
I mean, it was bonus. It was bonus for
Yeah,
Solano.
you're right,
So it
you're
should
right.
be.
Yeah, they called it on the floor, and then
yeah.
he put up 1-and-1.
Yeah, okay.
Crucial free throws, huge.
66% free throw shooter.
He just has to hit one.
Whistle blows. Looks like they're trying to check in Akpolki.
Are they making sure if he fouled out or not?
I think, yeah, he might have,
Wow.
because he was in foul trouble in that
early
first
on
half.
in that first half. So now Jeremiah Cardwell and Camion Whitaker, the 2 big men of the Falcons, will be fouled out with 1:16 left to play in overtime.
Gonna have to play small ball now if you're Solano.
Nom gets the first one to go, so
That's
it's a 3-point game.
And it looks like it's just 2 free throws instead of just 1-and-1, because the players aren't even reacting to that.
I think it's the 10 foul. I'm surprised they
Let it carry over.
carry over into overtime. But it's only a 5-minute period.
Misses the first one, is back rimmed and into the hands of Edwin Akpolki.
Yeah, great job, Akpol, getting that defensive rebound. That could have gone anywhere.
3-point lead, Ignacio, coast to coast, gets it to go.
That's the best part of Ignacio's game this season is his ability to go coast to coast using his speed and athleticism to get to the rack.
Olivesi, good move. Nutmegs Ray Holt for the shot. Oh my goodness. Worthington was the one to get that layup.
Give me the hot sauce. Oh my
We've
goodness.
seen everything this game.
Goodness gracious.
That wasn't even hot sauce. That was sweet and sour.
Sweet and sour, okay.
That was nasty. Oh my goodness. Did he even mean to do that?
I don't know if he even meant to do that, to be honest. But that was just
Goodness.
that was a great pass.
52 seconds, a 3-point game.
Yeah,
Anything can happen here.
This is incredible basketball we're watching right now.
It's almost 8 o'clock, guys.
Dang.
It's been almost a
never going home.
Yeah,
Two
you're not
and a-
getting that Chipotle holding.
Yeah,
It's going to be
probably
close
not.
by
Yeah,
then.
Man. What a game. I'm glad I'm here, though.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Solano right now, though, they cannot turn the ball over offensively. I was talking about it in that situation at the end of the fourth quarter, and they had a crucial turnover, but they were able to get the ball back. But even if you don't score, you got to get back defensively if you're Solano.
No better place to be here on this Thursday night in the Solano College Gymnasium.
It's Thursday.
Packed crowd. What a game.
This is incredible, man. I hope the women's game is just as good,
Yeah.
or even just a good game. I hope it's a good game, man.
All right, we're not yet there, though, Mason.
Yeah, I mean, 3-point game. Hey, we could be looking at double overtime.
Last time you said it happened, so I'm rooting for it at this point. We're gonna be here forever.
Oh, and it looks like Akpoki had to call a timeout.
Yeah, don't want to get 5
Couldn't
second
get anyone
violation.
open.
We
Yeah,
gotta wait
that's,
again.
that's
We
smart.
gotta wait even more time now. Wow.
Just adding up on the tension.
Yep. And
Teasing
look
the
at how
fans
many
here.
people are here. This is crazy. This is great. This is great for the sport.
So, I mean, what are you looking for out of this timeout here?
Slow it down.
Well, you got to beat the press, though, because you know Marin's going to be full court
Yeah.
pressing. You saw it
Yeah.
right there. You want to make sure you get the inbound pass in, though. Don't turn the ball over, especially on the inbound. And just get the ball past half court efficiently. And after that, Solano can waste this clock down to
Do
about.
whatever after you waste the clock down
Yeah.
to 5 seconds or less.
Yeah, they can get the game clock down to about 25-ish seconds if they don't turn the ball over, don't take a shot early in the clock. And if they can score as well on that possession, that's all you want from Solano.
Yeah.
Don't turn the ball over, waste the clock down almost all the way in the shot clock, and score to make it a 2-possession ball game.
Marin is not going to let them waste the clock out all the way down to 5 seconds. So as soon as they get past half court, they're going to foul. Or past 20 seconds, they don't want
Honestly, I
them
don't
to
think
waste.
they have to foul because they can force a missed shot.
Bad pass.
Oh, or that.
Turnover. Marin ball with 51 seconds.
Goodness, what happened?
I almost thought that got tipped, but
I thought
it
so
looked,
too. But
looked like
you
Chapman.
just threw it
his
away.
reaction, it looked like he just threw it away.
No.
And that's the one thing I said.
Oh,
Don't
you
turn the
can't
ball
turn
over.
the ball over.
And now Marin has a chance to cut to a one point
Yeah, they don't
deficit
usually take threes.
or tie the game. Yeah.
Josh Clark with the ball on Olivasi. Guarded by Wilson. Good moves. Driving in. Right hand. Missed. Akpolki the rebound. Good defense from the Falcons there.
I think they call
I
it.
like the foul.
I don't know if they call it foul or.
I think they called a foul.
Yeah, I think they did. Yeah.
I like the foul, though. That's the person you want
Yeah.
at the free throw line. Wow.
Edwin Akpolki, an average free throw shooter, about 55% from the line.
Yeah, Marin does not like to shake threes.
Yeah, I don't even think they've taken 10 tonight.
It was a respectable game.
Yeah. I mean, Akpolki, a 55% free throw shooter.
Misses the first.
It's fine to miss one, I think. It's fine to miss one, but you want to make at least one of these free throws. And right now, you got to make this one if you're Solano.
Akpolki, the second one, gets it.
Now Marin, gonna go fast. Ignacio's got to wake up.
4-point lead. Clark stops. Pass. Layup wide open.
That's where Marin's got to go right now with Solano missing their 2 bigs.
Ooh, do they foul quickly here? Trap comes. Ray Holt in the corner looking for someone. Into the hands of Andrews, but misses the layup. Andrews missed it. Bunny. And with 24 seconds.
Sold it.
He missed the layup.
And now Wilson, Solano's one of the best free throw shooters, going to the line.
The easiest layup of his entire life he missed.
And you got to pray right now if you're Marin that he misses one of these.
Oh my goodness.
Jonte Andrews
This is the
unable to
craziest
get
game.
it. Man, that hurts for Marin. Solano dodges a bullet.
That happened, almost the same thing happened at the end of that 4th quarter. They got the turnover on Ignacio, and then Wilson stole it. Right there, they blow the layup, and Akpolki does a great job getting the rebound and gets it out to Wilson.
And this is the guy you want at the free throw line.
For sure.
Of course, Justice Wilson going to knock down that first one.
I can't believe he missed the free throw. Or not just the layup.
Just the layup.
I can't believe he missed the layup.
2-2 for Justice Wilson.
Now you got to push the pace if you're Marin. Score fast and foul.
Andrews looking for someone.
Oh my goodness, you gotta go.
Picks up his dribble. Now Nam driving in, floater gets it, but 13 seconds.
Solano will live with that.
Solano lives with that all day.
You gotta foul.
Gotta foul quickly. Nobody here. 10 seconds. Into the hands of Ignacio. The foul finally comes.
Took 10 seconds off the clock, 11 seconds off the clock.
And the other one of the best free throw shooters on this team, Ignacio.
They waited
taking the free
so
throws.
long. They have to foul immediately in that trap over there.
And that took off what?
11 seconds
11 seconds, yeah.
Wow. This is to essentially ice the game, right?
Basically, yeah. I don't know if Marin has any timeouts. They would have called timeout right after those free throws from Wilson.
I missed layup.
Huge free throws, though, for Ignacio.
That's it.
And we've seen him in this high-pressure moment before hit his free throws. Hit all 3 to win the game earlier in the season.
Solano just doing a great job here in overtime and really all game just being able to knock down these free throws. As he goes 2-2 at the line. Just 6.5 seconds. Quick 3-pointer is no good. Ball game. Solano wins a sophomore night in a packed crowd and finally snaps their 7-game losing streak. What a game.
Wow. This crowd is all on their feet. I mean, it was a great game. 111-107 final score. I think one of the highest scoring games we've seen here at Solano. And they just said Justice Wilson.
55?
54, I think.
54?
54
oh my God.
Points. That's phenomenal. We'll have him here for a post-game interview.
Yo, if they have the stats, why can't we get him? Yo, we could have used those. Wow, 54 points for Justice Wilson on his sophomore night in front of, as Mason said earlier, his family tree.
Yeah, what a game. Wilson scoring half the team's points. Phenomenal.
And of course, it'll be no surprise here. We are going to try to get that interview with Justice Wilson. And so Solano ends their season on a high note, 7-20 in total and 3-13 in conference.
Yeah, and snapping that 7-game losing streak as well. Yeah. And this crowd loved it, every second of it. Wilson, Ray Holt, everyone contributed tonight. Jeremiah Cardwell, even though he fouled out late in that 4th quarter and Whitaker fouled out in that overtime period, they both did their part. And they're all hyped up right now. I'm honestly proud of them, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. They fought hard this year. You know, they've always had their ups and downs. But, you know, just what a way to end it, really. Such a high note to go into next year. As our broadcaster, Mason Flores, got to hurry up, man.
Come
on, Mace.
We could have cut the commercial break.
It's okay. We could keep it running. I mean, for anyone at YouTube, anyone that's watching this on YouTube, you know, they could just speed up.
Yeah.
They don't got to hear us,
I think Ray Holt also had 20-plus points tonight, and he was a big contributor on the glass as well. Yeah. Defensively, him and Akpolki on the wing.
Man, so what a game. So Solano steals that game. know what the final score was, but here our interview for today, Justice Wilson. What's going on, Justice? Man, what a game for you, Justice. 54 points on your sophomore night, man. You were unconscious. How you feeling?
I'm feeling blessed, bro. Feeling very blessed, very accomplished. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to finish the season with a bang. You know what I'm saying? My family right here, they came out. It's a lot of people that they moved to Seattle. I got people from Chicago. They came out and say what's up, so I had to give them a show.
Yeah, it was great to see everyone having that energy in the crowd tonight. I think this is the most we've seen from the Solano crowd, at least the 2 years we've been here. Is I feel like, did that feed into the team's energy tonight and giving them this huge win on sophomore night?
Yeah, it most definitely does. Like when you're playing for something and when it's like a special event, I feel like everyone's energy was up. Everyone was more positive today. Like I feel like that's what we needed all season. But I'm just glad to get this game. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
yeah,
for sure.
54 points, your career high at the college level. Is this going to be a game you look back at maybe 10, 20 years down the line and say, yeah, this is my highlight for my Solano career?
Probably this my best game as a Falcon, Solano Falcons. So yeah, I'm definitely look back at this game. State-wise, I was first in the state. I dropped down. And I was just talking to my dad this morning. He was like, "Bro, you need like a 50." Yeah. I'm not lying to you, boy. He said you need a 50. I was like, "All right, I'm gonna go try it," and I was able to get it today.
Man, that's awesome. Congratulations. So now, as a sophomore year, of course, this is the end for your Solano career. Are you taking your basketball talents to anything else, any other college that you know of yet?
Yeah, that's to be announced. Okay. Right now, I got like a lot of schools. A lot of schools are interested. Yeah. I'm supposed to be going on a visit in April. Okay. All the way in Kansas. I got one in Oregon, so we finna be going out everywhere.
Well, whenever you know where you go to next, let us know. We'd love to announce it here on the Solano College broadcast, man.
Yes, sir.
What a game for you tonight, man. Congratulations.
Enjoy. I appreciate you guys.
It's been a pleasure,
Thank you.
man.
Yes, sir.
So that's going to be all for this game as Solano wins on sophomore night, and finally they end their season going 3-13 in conference, but end on a high note. That's going to be all for tonight. My name is Drew Kirby, and with me, Holden Beers, Mason Flores, and Robert Murray on the call. Until next time, guys, take care.
The exponential growth from the program from my first year to my third year now, that's what keeps me coming back and keeps me excited and just like fulfills me as a person.
It's so impressive, and we every time we walk in here, you guys are doing something different. It's great. It's
nothing but opportunities here, and we have sports to cover, we have the equipment.
Because the more ambitious you are, the more opportunities you'll have.
On-the-job training is huge.
Get the hands-on experience.
When someone asks who can do it, you know, you can raise your hand and say, I can do it, so.
Joining the class was the best decision I ever made.
Stand by, we're going to go to cut one. And cut one. Cross court to Audrey Jones. Audrey for three! It is good! With 1.3 seconds left on the game clock. Audrey Jones with one of the biggest shots ever.
The sky's the limit, really, with what we can do here.